As the years go by, Illumination has become a real alternative to Pixar. And although it is under the Universal Comcast umbrella, same as DreamWorks, it is a unique studio with its own unique vision. The Despicable Me Minions universe is a juggernaut, and it seems like with every movie they come up with in this universe, they knock it out of the park with good, wholesome story that is peppered with their own brand of humor. So is the new outing in the Despicable universe any good? Let's find out. I'm Meffistoe, like, share, and subscribe because this is my review of the movie Despicable Me 4. And if you're afraid of spoilers, don't worry, there won't be. Despicable Me 4 writes another chapter of Gru, the former villain turned a secret agent that has 3 adopted daughters, married to another secret agent, and a gaggle of minions. This time around, the family has a new addition, Baby Gru Jr. The movie starts off with a raid on Gru's former school of villainy. There he captures a former classmate of his that vows to destroy him. That villain manages to escape maximum security prison, and the family has to go in hiding. There are a lot of things happening in this movie. I have to compare it to an RPG video game. There is the main storyline, but there are lots and lots of side quests or side storylines along the way. This is partly because the family has to deal with living under protective custody and under assumed names, and the problems that this situation arises. The new school, the new neighbors, and the new place of employment, plus having to deal with the new baby that may or may not have a villainous streak just like his father. Every family member has to deal with it, especially when all the members have to do things that they are not accustomed to, like socializing or performing a task that they're not 100% sure about, and the tendency to not lie in places that you have to lie. All these create situations that the family member has to navigate, and all the while, there is a constant chaos of the minions that give us comedic relief throughout the film and making it disjointed at times, but you don't really care because they're so funny. And the clever part about this is with the minions, Illumination takes a direct pot shots at Disney and Warner Brothers about superhero movies, Harry Potter franchise, and even the famous John Peters Mechanical Spider, but not in the way you think. The usual cast came back once again to voice the characters, chief among them Steve Carell, that does a phenomenal job yet again as the voice of Gru. Overall, the movie was fun. It has a wholesome family story and addresses nothing apart from pop culture in a fun Illumination way. What I mean is, back in the day, when you saw a Pixar movie, you know it was a Pixar movie and not DreamWorks. And Despicable Me 4 is just a fluent continuation of the Gru family story set in the Minionverse. I went with my 2 kids, and it allowed me to ask them questions about things that were in the movie that I might not get being a raging Gen Xer that I am. And every time there was something out of place for me, or a music track that seemed to be out of place or created a buzz in the theater, I asked the question and I got it confirmed that is either just a TikTok thing or a YouTube thing. But apart from that, this movie had jokes, situations, and humor for the entire family. So adults, teens, and kids can enjoy the movie. Plus, a huge bonus for this movie is something that I mentioned in my Mario Brothers review. The movie is about 90 minutes long, which is just enough to tell a story without losing the kids' attention, which is absolutely key. We sat in a small theater on opening day on an afternoon showing, and the place was about half full. And I was further surprised that were not a lot of interruptions from the crowd. It is safe to say that most of the kids in that theater, plus my own, really loved the minion jokes and their interaction, even more than the main characters. And frankly, so did I. And I'm just wondering, when is this whole minion thing will wear off? Hopefully for Illumination, not anytime soon. I will highly recommend you watch this movie. It did what it was supposed to do, provide a wholesome family fun and escapism into the world of laughter and comedy. And I hope you'll get to try it and enjoy it too. I thank you for watching, and remember, hope is a good thing, maybe even the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I'll see you in the next video.